You are now living in a world where you can choose to fuck with the condom, or you can choose the condom and the pill. It's your choice. Which one will it be, Miss Hunty, Miss Girl, Miss Child? You can choose. Yo, what's good, guys?
What's up? I'm Merc B.
And I'm Q.
And this is the tag team.
We're back.
We're back once again with the show about dating and relationships from a black gay male perspective.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing great today.
Great. Fantastic.
Right, I'm good. We want to thank everybody that's been watching us so far.
Yes.
If if you're watching for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. And also, when the show's over, comment. Tell us what you thought of us as a first time. Tell us what you thought of the topic. And we hope to have you around for more episodes. We're here every Tuesday.
We're gonna be here.
Sometime on Tuesday. You know, I don't never know what time. But it's on Tuesday. So we're here every Tuesday, and we thank you for joining us for the first time. If you are doing that, if you are here and you're one of our repeat followers, of course you have all the love from Q and Merc B as you get every week on Tuesday.
It's all yours.
It's all yours. So with that said, we are going to get right into it. Somebody hit me up on last week's episode about a very controversial topic. I'm just going to read this letter. His name is Dawis23. That's DAWIS23. And Dawis.
Oh, Dawis. Okay. Hey, Dawis.
Dawis23. Dawis23. I'm sorry if we're fucking up your name. You know we love you.
You know what we mean, though.
You know what we mean. But Dawis wanted to know, can you guys do a show discussing the new pre-exposure HIV drug by the name of Truvada? I know there's a lot of controversy in the gay community about it, so I'm looking for the black gay male perspective.
Well, yes, you come to the right place.
That's right. Guys, we love you for doing that. And thank you for saying that you love the show. I definitely want to talk about this, because I think it's very important. And for those of you that don't know, the pre-exposure drug is actually called pre-exposure prophylaxis, and it's abbreviated as PrEP. And you probably heard of the word prophylactic, which is an actual device that that aids against the spread of STDs. Prophylaxis is an actual substance, so
nice.
That's the difference. So anyway, with PrEP, the pre-exposure prophylaxis, basically this is a pill or a drug that you can take if you are HIV negative to prevent yourself from contracting the HIV virus. It can help prevent.
That's
it can
the
help
operative
prevent.
word.
Basically, what it does is if you're taking this and you have enough of this pre-exposure drug in your system, which is the same medication that you would take if you were actually treating HIV if you had it.
Yeah.
But take
antiretroviral.
Okay.
Yeah. Medication.
Right. So if you're taking this medication as an HIV negative person, what it does is if you come in contact with HIV, it disables the HIV virus from attaching to the parts of the cells that it infects.
Yeah, and keeps it from being able to multiply or replicate.
Right. Okay. It keeps it from being able to multiply, which would eventually result in you being HIV positive.
Right.
Okay. So so with this, using this with condoms has been proven in recent scientific study to reduce the possibility of contracting the disease or the virus up to almost 92%.
I think what you just said bears repeating. with the use of condoms.
With the use of condoms.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. So I mean, even above and beyond that, I think what the did we get into all the information about this? Because I want to make sure I want to get all the information out.
Okay.
Of it. So, they say people that should use this medication are people that are at risk for HIV.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is the list that they give. They say, you know, people that are in monogamous relationships or relationships that are not mutually monogamous. So you may be in a monogamous relationship, but if that person is not monogamous with you, you're at risk.
You wouldn't necessarily know that.
See, this,
okay.
but this
but
is I'm gonna go over this.
Go to the list.
If you're an intravenous drug user that shares needles, if you are a man that has sex with men, if you are heterosexual in a non-mutually monogamous relationship, if you are in a relationship with someone that is HIV positive and you are not, to me, at the end of the day, that's everybody. Okay, that covers everybody. So my thing is, if you are having sex and you know for a fact that you are not abstinent and practicing celibacy, then you should take this medication to further aid you in your protection against HIV specifically.
Right.
Now keep in mind, syphilis you can still contract while taking this.
Yes.
You know, gonorrhea, chlamydia,
hepatitis,
herpes.
Yeah.
Any of these other sexually transmitted diseases that are out there.
The smorgasbord.
The smorgasbord of them that are out there. Oh my God, that are out there. You can still contract them, but PrEP will actually will help prevent you from contracting HIV specifically.
You have to look at it as another line of defense, guys.
I have a question. Would you take the medication?
Yeah, I mean, I think that anything to help guard you from contracting HIV, you know, should be an option that should be considered. One thing about it is that I don't want to get people to think that you can only just take this medication and I'm done. Now I can just go out.
We're gonna talk about the bitches later, but because you know they out there. Y'all know it's a bunch of bitches out there that's taking this as a wild card to wild out.
Right.
We're gonna get back to you in a minute.
But would I take it? You know, I think that I would consider, and I say consider. I don't say yes, because you have to think about obviously side effects and what type of effects it would have on your health as well. So those things I have to take into consideration.
We did read about that as well. Yes. They say the common side effects are headaches. Stomach problems. That's what I heard.
Yes.
And I heard they more or less in the studies that they've done, they dissipate after about a month.
Okay. But the long-term effects is what I'm more concerned about.
Okay.
Could possibly have effects on your liver and some other things that, this is things that you need to talk to with your physician before you get on any medication.
Absolutely.
And I think you have to prescribe anyway through a physician.
You have to have it prescribed through a physician, but this is the deal. To get it prescribed, there's nothing really crazy that you have to do. Right. You have to just be an at-risk person or tell your physician that you think you're at risk.
Yep.
Also, when you're taking this medication, you have to take it every day. So that's a point I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
You have to take it every day, and you have to see your doctor every 3 months. If it also says you can also get it prescribed, and your insurance covers it if you have had a sexually transmitted disease within the past 90 days or 6 months, I think. If you were diagnosed with a sexually transmitted disease in the last 6 months, then your doctor will prescribe this for you. Keep in mind, you have to take this medication every day.
Every day.
As if you were a person that was HIV positive. So you're basically taking on the same regimen that somebody that is HIV positive may be currently on. So that in that regard, misuse could be a big issue.
Right.
So a lot of what I read said, hey, listen, it dramatically reduces the effect of the medication if you are taking it intermittently.
Right.
And by intermittently, we mean not continuous. Meaning sometimes you take it and sometimes you don't.
Missing doses
of it. So that is one of the things to be concerned about. Another use that they have is called the PEP. I don't know if you heard about that, but the post-exposure.
Okay.
You actually can take this medication if you feel like you've been exposed to HIV within 72 hours of being of that exposure.
It's like the morning after of
right.
Pills,
right?
You know, for men, I say
it's like a
men,
right. It's a morning after pill for gay or people. Period, because people are contracting HIV.
It's not
there's a lot. There's a lot to discuss here, and
I also want to add one point that you need to also consider when you miss doses. If you miss doses, obviously that it's kind of like an antibiotic. Your body builds a resistance to medication when you miss doses. That's why if you're on antibiotics, they tell you take this all the way through, because if you don't and you miss a dose, your body builds up this tolerance where the
next time it won't work.
It's no longer effective on you.
Now, so, is that the case for this medication?
That is the case for any medication that that you need to take regularly and adhere to it, because it's no longer effective after you miss so many doses.
Right. So this is the thing.
And let me just
I'm sorry. No. Go in, bitch.
And if that is the case and you're taking Truvada under the expectation that it's going to protect you from HIV, if you're taking it and it's no longer effective, say you become infected with HIV, then once you've been on this medication, it limits your options for treatment of your HIV in the future.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because your body is building resistance to certain medications. Truvada is made up of several different types of medication in one pill.
Right.
So you really won't be able to take another retroviral medication that might have a certain element or a certain medication that's in Truvada.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I understand.
Okay.
So if one of the ingredients is one of those that you build a resistance to, then you could potentially limit your options of what you can do.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's a lot to think about.
But you have to adhere to your dosage.
Okay.
To it.
Okay. That is definitely a lot to think about. I mean, this is my personal opinion of it. I'm not currently sexually active. I'm not. But if I were, I would be taking this shit. It's no shade. Do you plan on taking it?
Well, I think one thing that I have to do is talk to my physician, because you have to think. I have to take many things into consideration. I have to take into consideration, that you do have to take this every single day of your life, and you don't come off of it. It's not like, I feel like taking it for this 3 months, and I was.
Well, you don't come off of it until you stop having sex.
No, when you come off of medications like this, when you go back, like I just told you, your body may build a resistance to this medication, and it's no longer effective for you.
Hold on, we gonna have to confirm that.
We can definitely confirm that. Yes.
So we gonna have to confirm that. I want to come back to that. So that's one of the reasons why you're considering it.
Well, I say that's one of the reasons why I would have to think about it more so than just jump on it, because that's a commitment. It's a commitment. Once you're on it, you're on it.
Wow.
And that's just what it is. It's not you just take this when you're having sex. Oh, well, I'm not having sex this week, I'm not going to take it. Oh, well,
I'm not talking about this week. And I'm not talking about stopping sex for a week. I'm talking about when you either stop having sex or you say, I'm not going to have sex for some time.
When is that going to happen?
Exactly. This is why I'm asking you if you want to fucking take it. But see, this is exactly why I'm asking you this question. Because it's bitches out there, you're not going to stop having sex.
Right.
So why the fuck not take it?
That's a good point.
Why?
But everybody is not on point. Like, there are a lot of people who don't even take care of their regular health.
I asked them that. I asked you if you was planning on taking it.
Well, you know what? That's something I will consider. I have to consider all the side effects, all the long-term effects.
Right.
That's something I would most definitely talk to my physician about and determine whether or not that's the best option for you.
It's basically like this. If you are having sex, you are at risk. If you are, this is my opinion, just so y'all know, if you're having sex, you're at risk for it. If you're a black gay man, you are at a ton more risk, because let's be honest about the statistics about the amount, the rate at which African American gay males are contracting HIV.
Right.
So even if we are not talking about who has it or whatever, we know that the numbers are disproportionately high for black gay men. So, like I said, for me, if I were at the point, and anytime I do engage in the sexual realm and start having sex again, I I am going to be taking that shit.
Well, can I say something though? I don't want to give people the wrong impression. You know, I think that my answer will be different after we discuss what needs to go into taking this medication. Now, because of the type of personality I am, where I can adhere to dosages and I follow directions and I'm a kind of organized individual, yes, I would take a medication that is a commitment for pretty much the remainder of my life.
Right.
You know, I would, yes. But it's not for everybody, because not everybody is on top of their health. That's all I'm saying. So I'm speaking for the majority.
I get
for
that.
myself personally, yes, I would do it, because if it meant my health, then I'm going to pull out all the stops.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to miss a dosage based on, you know, I mean, just because I just didn't feel like it one day. I'm like, my health is at risk.
Right.
That's why I go to the gym. That's why I try to eat what's right. You know, that's why I try to do the things that's necessary to maintain my health. But not everybody is that focused when it comes to their health.
Right. I just think I definitely understand it, and I get that. I definitely think that this is definitely going to be a turning point in the Black gay community and how we're talking and discussing HIV and AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, one of the things, the fact that you got to take it every day, this basically could mean that, you know, a HIV negative person and an HIV positive person is on the same medication regimen.
Right.
It basically it could mean a lot about the stigma of HIV as well, because once again, if we are all behaving the same, and if one person is HIV positive and one person is not, and we're all taking the medication, what's the difference? What's the difference? Right. What's the difference in stigmatizing someone because they have HIV, or you know, and someone because they don't?
Right.
Also, once again, and I said that I'm gonna take it on over to this shady side. Let me tell you, that also means for a lot of people out there, now you're gonna have motherfuckers that are positive still lying to you, talking about, no, bitch, this is just PrEP. Get into that shade.
Wow.
I went home and I thought about all of this shit. I wasn't playing.
Okay.
So you gonna have bitches that's gonna be like, oh no, baby, oh no, boo, this is just PrEP. I'm HIV negative. You know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. Which means those of you that are out there that you know that are either going to be taking this or that are not taking this, it's up to you to really protect yourself, because not only is this a tool, you know, to help you protect yourself, this tool can also be misused. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could also, you know, have somebody fucking you raw and telling you, oh no, bitch, just take a PrEP or take a PEP. PrEP is the same thing the day after, because now there's a morning after piece to this medication.
That would be a misuse of that particular. I don't think.
Absolutely, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. With the rate that people are catching HIV, you know it's going to be bitches that take these lines that take this approach, that don't take the I just read this CDC article approach. They're going to take the approach like, okay,
no, you're right.
This is the pill that's going to keep me safe. I can fuck raw. I can have these 6 niggas come in my butt. She laughing. But this bitch is out there right now letting 6 niggas come in their ass. See, and I'm not laughing because this is why those HIV rates going through the roof is laughable. Because this bitch is laughing at that.
No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at how you said it.
Okay. Because this motherfuckers that's getting letting 6 niggas dump in them and thinking they.
Oh my goodness.
And thinking they gonna come through okay. And now they thinking, okay, I can just take this and I'm not taking it in enough rotation and I'm gonna be cool. I can just take this morning after or I'm running out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be real about this. You have to take this like it is prescribed.
Right. I mean, on a regular, and when I say regular, I'm talking about daily dosages. I'm assuming that's
for the rest of your sexual life. For the rest of your sexual life.
Mean, and get it in how you get it in.
However,
if you gotta crush it up and put it in your applesauce.
Okay.
Put it in your morning coffee.
Yes, stir up in some Kool-Aid. I I want you to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there are so many people that are out there. I mean, let's keep it real. I've heard so many people say time and time again that they don't like to use, they don't like to use condoms and things like that. This is not meant to replace condoms.
No, it's a supplement.
But it can help those that are using condoms and that those are not engaging in the most high-risk behavior, even give themselves a further protection.
Right.
If you are engaging in high-risk behavior and you know who you are, if you are engaging in high-risk behavior, you need to be on this. This is my only opinion.
Right.
I am not a doctor. I am not in any way, shape, or form related to the health industry as a professional.
No medical advice here.
There's no medical advice being given, but in my personal opinion, if you know you are engaging in at-risk behavior, if you know you likes to fuck, if you know you likes to fuck different people, if you know you likes to fuck different people with frequency, then you should be taking this medication.
Okay.
So I that's my personal opinion. Like I said, if I were out there and I was doing my thing like that, I would be on this medication. It's no shade. It's no shade.
But yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do. I will say that you do need to explore the option. You know, do more research on it. Not everything works for everybody. You know, we can never say a blanket statement.
Oh, no.
But definitely do your research on it.
But I'm talking to black gay men. I'm not talking to everybody.
Well, if it's something.
Because see, hold up. Let me put this shit into perspective.
I also take this into consideration. This medication also exacerbates certain medical conditions. For instance, it says if you already have a pre-condition of, let's say, hepatitis, it can worsen that particular condition for you. So these are things that you need to discuss. Just don't run out and say, oh, I want to get this Truvada and take it, or God forbid, take it from somebody else, or not over the counter, but somebody else that you know.
Right.
And you get a few black market, so to speak. Make sure that you do your proper research and you go to your physician and talk to them and be real about what your current condition is before you get on this medication, because it could make a situation worse.
Right. It could make a bad situation worse.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. Because I mean, just on the real, black, gay, and bisexual men are the most affected population when it comes to contracting HIV. Yeah. So it is serious to me. It's that serious. So if there is something out there that can aid in people catching this less, then I'm all for it. Right. So,
but done the proper way.
Done the proper way. I know a lot of people out there, like I said, don't think that it's a carte blanche for you to have sex all kind of ways now, and it's just like a what they call like a panacea, which means like a fix-all to everything. It's not a fix-all. Right. It's just something else to help you from contracting this until they can find a cure or a vaccine or vaccination to defeat this. Right. But like I said, I'm all for it. Dallas, I hope we answered the question for you. It's so much more that I wanted to say because, like I said, I just know a lot of bitches is going wild out with this information and think that it's just okay. I can just pop these pills now. I can just slide these down with the mollies I'm taking and go in. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The HIV rates among black, gay, and bisexual men speak for themselves. That's true. So if you think I'm throwing shade to the black gay community, I am. Yeah. The shade is on you. Yes, the shade is on you, bitches. Right. You are catching this shit at alarming rates. So the shade is pretty much on us, and I say myself included because I'm a black gay man and I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the shade is on us, y'all. Like we're catching it more than everybody else, and that means we're making riskier decisions. We're making more bad decisions than everybody else. Right. So if you're out there and sometimes you like to make a bad decision, because sometimes the bad decisions are so good. Yeah. And trust me, I'm saying that from a place of understanding to a certain degree. Bad sex is good. Let's keep this the fuck funky.
Naughty sex is better.
Naughty sex is better. So I get it. Yeah. But I say use this with everything else that you're using to protect yourself, and don't think at all that this is a magic pill. No. It's not magic.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not 100% proof. Like
It's
that's
not
the thing about
100%
it.
proof. Only thing that's 100% proof is not fucking. We know you bitches ain't doing that.
Who don't do that?
We know you bitches ain't doing that, so it is what it is. No shade, no read, shade free. I would take it. You know what I'm saying? I would take it. And you know, and I will be on the regimen for as long as I was sexually active. It's not a big deal to me if I know this is going to protect me from that particular infection.
Mm-hmm. Yes, same here, but with proper education behind it and making sure that it's the proper option for me. And you know, obviously, I'm totally behind it. I'm totally behind anything to stop the epidemic, you know, or to slow it down, especially in the Black gay community. It's crazy, it's ridiculous, it's wilding out, you know, it's actually state of emergency. So we need to do anything that we can to fight this epidemic.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know we haven't covered all of this, like everything that we wanted to say. I kind of went off on a tangent, and you know, I just wanted to get the information out there. This was a great topic. I'm so interested in everybody's reaction to it. You know what I mean? I know there are so many people that know so much more, and I honestly would not mind revisiting this with some of the feedback from some of you out there that watch the tag team. Like I said, it is definitely a turning point in the sexual and social landscape. And once again, just to go back to the stigma, I actually hope that it will help with the stigma. I know a lot of people talk about, I hear a lot of conversations about just the HIV, the stigma that a lot of Black gay men go through that have HIV and that are living with HIV from those that don't have HIV or whatever. And
I think that's a total other conversation.
It is a total other conversation. Believe it or not, it's one that me and Q probably have discussed since the beginning of the tag team, but we have been so apprehensive about making sure that we do the topic right for the community that we've shied away from it. So, but I think this Truvada pill happening and the idea of being able to prep or being able to do take a post pill to prevent HIV is a big turning point in the conversation about HIV and among Black gay men. And I say Black gay men specifically because I know all about the shade that goes on in the Black gay social circles about who has it and who don't have it, and who lies about it and who tells the truth about it, and all the little reads that they have. You know, as soon as a bitch get it now, she want to be an activist. We know all the reads, but we didn't want to take the topic on and do it a disservice, you know, to those that are, you know, either dealing with it or those that it's affecting in either way, whether you're dealing with it personally or not. So I would love for everybody that have watched this today to definitely hit us up with your comments about what you really think about this. If it's anything we missed, because I know we go on and on and on, and we'll miss things. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
I think that's good for now. We will revisit this topic at a later date. Not the topic of Truvada necessarily, unless you have questions specifically about it, but definitely the stigma of HIV in the Black gay community is something that we need to discuss more, and we will later on. So that's about it.
Hey, I love it. I love it. You know, we love having fun, but we love it when you ride with us through these as well. We try to entertain and inform, and we appreciate y'all riding with us through this particular episode. The necessary. You know, it's necessary.
It's very necessary.
And it's all because we love you. We do. Got to be necessary to you. Amen. So with that said, I'm Merc B.
And I am Q.
This is the tag team.
And we love you guys.
We love you. Take care of yourselves. Peace.